Hi, my name is Brianna, and today we're going to discuss a historical monument which marks an important time for the African American Civil Rights Movement. Situated in the capital of Arkansas, the Little Rock 9 Memorial is located in the gardens adjacent to the Capitol building. This memorial is a group of 9 statues that represents a set known as the Little Rock 9. The Little Rock 9 Memorial is a captivating piece which embodies the emotion and racial struggle of its time. Let's go back to the 1950s. Separate but equal, meaning that blacks and whites were to go to separate schools, but they were to be equal, was a norm in society. However, the schools are far from equal, with gaps in school personnel, supplies, and proper facilities. After the Supreme Court case Brown versus Board of Education in 1954, the separate but equal ruling was deemed unconstitutional in public education systems. In the fall of 1957, the NAACP, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, registered 9 students: Ernest Green, Elizabeth Eckford, Jefferson Thomas, Terrence Roberts, Carlotta Walls Lanier, Minnie Jean Brown, Gloria Ray Colmart, Thelma Mothershed, and Melba Patillo Bills at Little Rock Central High School, a previous all-white institution. The governor at that time, Orville Faubus, ordered the Arkansas National Guard to block the 9 from entering the school. Only after intervention from President Dwight Eisenhower and protection from the United States Army were the students allowed to attend and enter the school. However, the journey wasn't over. The students faced numerous physical and verbal abuse while attending Little Rock Central High. This event marked one of the most important events in the Civil Rights Movement. Debuting in 2005, the life-size sculptures in the round were sculpted by Little Rock native John Deering and his wife. This piece of art took approximately 7 years to make, utilizing clay moldings with steel frameworks, which were later casted with bronze and posed on bronze cladding. The direction of the design is oblique, emphasizing movement with rough and tactile textures. The sculptures are scaled to human size and use harmony throughout to make all 9 sculptures appear as one unit. The memorial has both naturalistic and realistic elements. The ideology was to portray the sculptures as if they were walking in a group entering school, and embodies the personality traits of each individual with facial expressions and posture. Although Greek art tends to showcase mythological beings, the use of body position and vivid detail mirrors Deering's work. This can also be seen in Roman sculptures such as Augustus.
They would have to be really crazy to kill one of us in public.
The images coming out of Little Rock were so disturbing that before the day was out, the White House responded.
Mob rule can not be allowed to override the decisions of our courts. The foundation of the American way of life is our national respect for law.
I am an African American woman who is from Little Rock. Growing up, I was taught in Arkansas history the story and struggle of the Little Rock 9, who have paved the way for people like me to get a fair education. The sculpture shows the fear and strength of the 9 and instantly brings you back to a dark time for not only African Americans, but society as a whole. It is important for us to remember to not take the simple, automatic things for granted, like a high school education. It is in my hopes that my children and my children's children will never forget the Civil Rights Movement and the constant struggle for equality in the South and in America.